Good morning, everyone. It is a lovely, foggy day, and I'm out here at the Fox Island boat launch. It's not a super low tide, but it's my first chance to get my feet back on the beach since our heat wave last week, and so I'm out here today just being curious about how some of the animals have fared. And I have to be honest, I was a little pessimistic about what I would find on here, assuming the smell of rotting barnacles and oysters and things would just be overwhelming, but so far things are actually looking pretty good. I expected a lot of the algae would have died off and washed up, but it looks like it seems to have recovered, and I'm right at the 0 foot tidal height about right now. It's going to go out just a little bit lower than that. But last Monday, on the hottest day ever recorded here, this tide was 2 vertical feet below this tidal height right now. So the very bottom of these pilings was exposed, and all of the animals that live in the intertidal zone were subjected to that excessive heat. But I'm seeing lots and lots of life here, which is really, really great. So we're seeing things like these leather stars. And the nice thing about leather stars is they are somewhat mobile. So when we get a really low tide swing, series of negative tides all in a row, they can migrate a little bit into deeper waters and kind of pull themselves down into safer areas like underneath rocks and things like that. Most of these barnacles seem to have survived, although barnacles take a while to kind of rot because they're so secure inside their shells is what helps protect them during a tide. We may not know the true die-off of these animals for a couple of months, but our softer bodied animals seem to be doing okay. We've got some nice healthy anemones. Oh, look, there's another sea star down in there. So this is all looking very promising. Oh, here's a nice ochre sea star, really beautiful one. I was concerned a little bit about these softer bodied animals like these anemones here. These are aggregating anemones, and they don't have any hard shell or way to really protect themselves other than kind of swelling with water when the tide is high and then holding on to it during the low tide. And I thought for sure they would just be little cooked anemones, but they seem to be just fine, which really is a testament to how stinking hardy these animals of the intertidal zone are. To be able to handle multiple days of over 100 degrees when their preferred temperature is around 50 degrees. So they like it cool and moist, and we certainly did not have that kind of weather last week. So very encouraged to see so much life here. These guys are tough. Seeing lots of these filter feeders down here. The bright orange clumps that you see are orange sea cucumbers. Oh, there's some fish jumping. That's another good sign. Oh, there goes a hermit crab, I think, falling off the rock there. But we've got these cucumbers here, all doing well. Oh, there's even some kelp crabs hanging out here on the pilings. They're pretty mobile too, and they will move into deeper water. So I'm glad to see that. So all in all, things are looking pretty normal around here. Although I did hear reports from a few people that the beach really smelled pretty gross last week. And unfortunately, I am seeing a little bit of 4th of July aftermath with a lot of washed up pieces of cardboard and plastic from people who shot their fireworks out over the water. What it must be like to be a poor sea creature on the 4th of July. Very traumatic, I think. Especially for those that don't really have a means to escape anything like that. Saw a couple little fish down in there. So all good things. Lots and lots of animals living, thriving, seemingly doing very well here. So I'm encouraged and pleasantly surprised. So we'll have some more low tides this week, and we'll try to bring you some more from the beach. Here's a nice big red rock crab. Just a moment ago, Fish and Wildlife, the big boat, stopped by because they thought I was collecting crab out here, poaching, and then I got to explain what Harbor Wild Watch is and what we're really doing out here is showing off all the creatures at the beach. So they gave me a nice congratulations, thanks for doing that. And I thanked them for protecting these animals and making sure people aren't poaching them. So Red Rock crab harvest is closed here, and it will be closed for the rest of this year and probably a little longer than that as these populations of crabs are recovering. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to pop over to TikTok and give them the same kind of fun, good news that a lot of the animals here are doing well. Stay tuned this week for more low tide beach walks right here on Facebook and TikTok, maybe YouTube too, if I get a wild hair. But thanks for all of you who are tuning in and who care about these sea creatures just as much as I do. I hope you're all encouraged as well. Have a great week.